Going on, boxing fans? Back again for another video. Alright, it seems that a few things have been circulating the boxing world in terms of business. It seems that Miguel Cotto and Manny Pacquiao were slated to have a rematch sometime after the Mayweather fight. And supposedly, Miguel Cotto was offered $13 million to fight Manny Pacquiao at 150 pounds, which also comes out to be total horseshit. According to ESPN, Cotto claims that he was given the exact same deal as he did when he fought Pacquiao at a catch weight of 145 pounds back in 2009. Because the offer was the same for a rematch, Cotto decided not to fight Pacquiao a second time. Cotto also didn't like the idea of fighting Pacquiao at a catch weight of 150 pounds, which had more than likely benefited more than Cotto. Cotto said in an interview by Dan Rafael at ESPN, quote, "The only offer Top Rank ever made us was the same money as in 2009. Arum made the same offer he made in 2009, and we found it to be kind of funny. That was the reason why we decided not to face Pacquiao. That, and that they wanted me to go down to 150 pounds and giving him the same advantage that they gave Pacquiao in 2009. Alright, we all know that the Pacquiao fight with Cotto at 147 was at catch weight of 145, which is ridiculous. So I guess they can make it up to Cotto by having Pacquiao go up to his maximum weight of 150 pounds. I look at it like this. You're Manny Pacquiao. You're an 8-time world champion, you're right, of catchweight fights. You know, you have all this going for you. You're probably the first or the second strongest man to bring in the pay-per-view bucks. But yet, you're still going to allow your trainer and you're still going to allow your promoter, Bob Arum, to make choices in your boxing career. Which will kind of leads me to believe that if Manny Pacquiao was his own boss, that a lot of these fights that he would have had at 147 and 154, without catchweights, he would have lost a long time ago. You know, just imagine if Manny Pacquiao fought De La Hoya at 154 pounds instead of 147. I can honestly agree the fight would have went in the opposite direction than it did. You know, if he fought Juan Manuel Marquez at 140 pounds when he was the legitimate champion at 140. I believe he still is. Anyway, moving on. It would have been a completely different story. You know, all the catchweight hogwash, all this other bullshit. You know, it'd have been the opposite. I just don't understand though is that if Cotto was gonna get another fight at Pacquiao, the most logical thing would be to give him more money. But you're only gonna he was only given $106.5 million the first time they fought, but yet you're gonna come out to the public and say, "Oh, we offered Cotto $13 million," and Cotto comes out and says it's complete and utter bullshit. You know, the workings of Bob Arum, you know, thrown out in the trash once again. You know, Cotto's proven that he is, if not the number 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing. You know, Mayweather fight did 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. You know, you can't get no better than that. Well, you can, but you know I'm going with it. You know. A guy like Miguel Cotto, I mean, the dude is doing tremendously well for a guy, you know, coming off a loss to the greatest fighter of this era, you know, hands down. You know, Cotto did the right idea by turning down a fight with Pacquiao. Like, why are you going to give the guy the same advantage twice? You know, what's the little phrase that they say? They said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Perfect example. Excuse me. You know, I like I said, you know, Cotto is the man. You know, he proves that he's the man. He's got a fight with Austin Trout coming up, which I honestly think that is a fight that would land in his favor if everything goes right for him. You know, if he has a good training camp, drops the weight right, you know, it'd be a real good fight for him. You know, because I really like to see him and Canelo go heads up. You know, a Mexico versus Puerto Rican fight. Old school matchup between nationalities. You know, this fight needs to happen. You know, Miguel Cotto is personally one of my favorite fighters, number 2 to be exact. You know, this fight definitely needs to go down. Cotto versus Canelo it could do better than De La Hoya Mayweather, or at least below it. You know what I mean? It can do 2.3 million pay-per-view buys. It's done on the right weekend. Like if If they done it like around like Mexican Independence Day or right around the Cinco de Mayo weekend and stuff like that, that'd be perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to speak a little bit on Miguel Cotto, but other than that, like as I always usually say, like, dislike, comment, talk shit, flame, whatever you want to do, subscribe. Until then, I'm out of here. Peace.